Welcome back, guys. We take the trail bike out onto a beautiful trail today. We completely tired out the pup. He is out after having one hell of a run. And we did the first ever performance enhancements to the bike. I'd say modifications, but some of them are things that you're kind of expected to do with these engines, and I just finally got around to doing it. And some of them are optional benefits for the particular situations this bike rides in. We'll get more into that in the video, but stay tuned after the video because we're going to have a small announcement. It's no biggie, but it's going to be a benefit to my subscribers to just help grow the channel. All right, see you guys on the trail. We caught a beautiful golden hour trail ride today, and because the drier trail conditions allowed us to bring the Sony out, that means we have enhanced audio quality with an external microphone pointed down at the motor to give you guys that sweet, sweet sound of the two-stroke, the bike, the gravel, the leaves, pine needles, and even sometimes the puppy. I know you guys enjoy that. So for the majority of the video, it's just going to be the trail ride for you guys to enjoy the sweet sights and sounds. But before we get into that, I want to go over a few of the modifications and enhancements we made to the bike. First off, two things that were kind of expected to do a long time ago and we finally got around to. I took the intake and exhaust off and I went ahead and shaved the gaskets. The intake and exhaust gaskets both protruded into the passageways by a few millimeters. Obviously, this can't help performance, so we went ahead and matched them to the ports. And it's just a quick, easy thing that anyone can do without fear of really doing any damage whatsoever. Second, I noticed when I was taking off the intake manifold, there were some metal flakes that were sticking down into it. Obviously, this isn't good for performance, but what would be worse is if one of those was to break off due to engine vibration, get sucked into the cylinder, and then we might end up with a repeat situation of the Cranbrook. Once again, I never figured out for certain what caused the damage in the Cranbrook, but I'm sure having metal flakes sucked into the engine would do the trick. We went ahead and shaved those down with a Dremel, best I could, opened up the passageway. Now on to the modification. A lot of viewers in a lot of my videos have suggested that I do some kind of exhaust modifications. A full-on replacement, taking the cap off, removing the baffles, or drilling a hole in it. I went ahead and decided to go with the easy route that wouldn't make the bike sound too obnoxiously loud. As you guys know, I'm willing to sacrifice performance to keep the bikes relatively quiet, but I decided since I ride in areas where I generally never see anybody and there's not really anyone to bother with this particular bike, not with my street bike, but with the trail bike, I decided it's okay if it's going to be a little bit louder. We went ahead and drilled a 1/4-inch hole in the cap of the muffler. And I also made it so that I could put a bolt and a nut in it if it was going to be too obnoxious. But it turned out that it was, yes, a little bit louder, and you did hear that distinctive pop, pop, pop of a two-stroke. It wasn't, like, obnoxious, and unless you were the person who did the modification yourself, you probably wouldn't even notice the difference. But if you guys have been paying close attention to my older videos and then you watch this one, you might hear it. You'll definitely notice that there's been a little bit of opening up on the exhaust. Anyways, this certainly helped us today. The bike ran much better. For some reason, it started a lot easier, and at low to mid RPMs, it just felt smooth and nice. Now, it kind of hits a wall. When you hit full throttle and you get up there in the RPMs on a nice stretch of the trail, it hits a wall. It torque, stops, and then just stays there and starts four-stroking. Now, that doesn't bother me because the speed it reaches is plenty fast for me. As a matter of fact, we did a top speed run and we got 27 miles an hour. So I'm glad I did this modification, and I can always reverse it if I need to. It's an easy fix, but it just helped us on the trails. Now, this wasn't like a a major difference. It wasn't super significant, but I definitely felt more power and confidence when going through the boggy areas of the trail where the motor just generally suffers at low RPMs. It was just able to accelerate much quicker. Alright guys, now I'm just going to leave you with the rest of this as a trail ride. A while back I had a viewer ask why I had the gas tank so far back on the frame. So you can see there's plenty of room to move it forward. And I guess it does look kind of funky being back like that. But this is to protect the fuel line. See, my legs run down here and they pretty much protect the fuel line from getting nabbed by branches. That was something I did on purpose when I was building the bike. I just never thought to mention it. Yeah, because when you're riding through this stuff here, sometimes you get caught.
I mean, as soon as you get past mid-RPM, you hear it force. Boggy right there.
you got wet. Your mommy's gonna be mad at me. Pedaling down this road here, and we got just the perfect moment of golden hour. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of this view real quick. Alright, so we got the GPS on, and we're gonna put it in our pocket, do a pull, see how fast she goes. This will tell us what our maximum speed is. Obviously I can't hold it in my hands on a mount, but this has been pretty accurate on everything else I've tested, so we'll give it a shot. Alright. Alright buddy, we're gonna pull real quick. Gotta tweak the chain going through all that crap. No big deal. Poor puppy probably thinks I'm being a dick. Oh, sorry, buddy. Just needed to see what this says real quick. You go ahead and take a break, alright? He's a good boy. Oh, that's pretty. Everywhere I look, it's just pretty. It's pretty comfortable temperature. Dude, that's battery dead. Battery died on my main camera. We'll get a new battery in there in a minute. But that's our maximum speed, 27 miles an hour. So last was 22, gained 5 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Hit it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that trail ride. It was a beautiful day today. We got that golden hour just right, and it's February, so we usually don't get those. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who helped out in the last video I posted about why my charging system failed on the bike. A lot of your comments gave me insight on a few things that I completely forgot and missed. Some of them were kind of embarrassing when it comes to simple electronics, but I'm not an electrical guy. If it doesn't have a video on YouTube showing me how to build it, I generally can't figure it out. You know, I can build computers because there's videos. I can build drones because there's videos, and bikes I could build because there were videos. And when it comes to things that just I'm shooting around in the dark on, I rely on you guys a lot to help out. So thank you very much. We'll get more in detail on that in a future video because we might not give up on it yet after I learned a few things from you guys. Anyways, my announcement for this video is to help grow the channel. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start monetizing the older videos. This will be a benefit for my subscribers because if you have notifications from me, all the new videos as they come out will be completely free of ads. So you'll still be able to watch without having to skip through ads and all this bullcrap. But as a video's been out for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, depends on how this goes, then I'll start to put ads on the older videos. So this will give a benefit to my subscribers. They don't have to worry about watching advertisements. It'll help the channel with some possible future revenue. I don't really know how this all works because I haven't dug into it. And it'll help try and, we would say, persuade viewers trying to catch up from the older videos to the new videos to subscribe. This will be a benefit to the channel, help it grow, help it expand, help it get out to new audiences, and you know. Alright, well that's it. I will see you guys in next Friday's video. Thanks for watching.